Brandon, Tracy had a question in the Q&A. We may have gone over this, but I just want to make sure we cover it enough for her. So she said, okay, let's say I have a willing seller. Who or how do I go to wrap a loan through a title company?
So do you know what state she's in or city she's in?
I don't off the top of my head, but she's in here. You want to chat? Okay. Tracy gave you permission to talk, or you can just type in the chat.
I'm in Nebraska.
Okay, what city in Nebraska?
Omaha.
Nice. Okay. College World Series, right?
Rock on.
Yeah. All right, let me show you what I do typically, okay? So a couple things is I go to Omaha, Nebraska, and I go to Real Estate Investor Association. Hopefully they have one. Okay, let's see.
And I'm a member of this group.
Okay, great. Awesome. So I go to the website. They probably have a Facebook group as well.
Yeah.
So I will probably join that Facebook group as well. So I can join the group here. What I'm looking for, just so you know, though, is I want to find out, like here they have a vendor list.
Okay.
Right? So this could be attorneys, title companies. That's what I'm looking for, who is involved that does deals. Here's Midwest Title Company. Here's Trustworthy Title and Escrow.
Right.
I would reach out to them and say, hey, do you do double closings? Do you do assignments? Do you do creative seller carrybacks and wraps? So,
okay.
And if they say yes, they're great. That's a perfect fit. This is exactly what I do in every state. I find out wherever my property is. I try to go to the biggest city near that property, see if they have a REIA, a Real Estate Investor Association.
Yeah.
And try to connect with a local title company there.
Okay, because if you don't have the title company, I'm working with DRI right now on a couple deals that Amplify has thrown me, and so it is key to have your the title people, and they're pulling me through this. I'll be honest, and they're getting me financing, and I'm closing my first deal on the 30th. So
wow, congratulations, way to go! That's great.
Let's go.
Right. It's a little triplex. And ironically, I've been doing all these studies and, learning the perpetual student. And one of the things that I remember was the one who speaks first, loses most. And I just sat there and I asked the seller, well, what do you think you want, Steve, for your property? And he said, well, I was thinking he'd say right around, 110 or whatever. He said, well, I just need to get it off my plate. And the county says it's worth 30. So how about 31? And I'm like, okay. So anyway, I bought that over for 31,000, and it brings in $1,500 a month on rent on 311s.
Wow.
So
I guess that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that's great.
Not too bad.
You can pay that thing off in no time.
Right. Yes. But anyway, so I close on that on Monday. But and I have had sellers who call me off my Amplify website, and they'll say, hey, I don't know if you're going to want this, but I want this much, and it's a nice house, and it doesn't need any work. So, I didn't really know where to go with it, but I do now. So I'll be starting those conversations, but I will call you and ask you for some hand holding on that.
Yep. And as far as the title companies go, I would reach out to that Trustworthy and Midwest Title.
Okay. Yeah.
They're in Omaha, and just check there first. And then, by the way, you can do this nationwide. A lot of wholesalers I'm working with is doing these type of deals. Brighton had one of my really good friends, Corey Geary, on last week talking about how he's doing nationwide deals, and he's getting tons of leads through Amplify and wholesaling deals nationwide. And he's starting to do more creative stuff as well. But it's amazing how once you understand, you're not limited to just doing it in your backyard. But if you're doing it in your backyard, like especially you become the mayor of your town, you know what's going on. You know what the great areas are, what's a good deal. It's a lot easier for you to connect what's a good
Oh,
deal.
for sure. And as a member of these meetings, I'm attending one tonight at 7. And I will now seek out those title companies so I can put a face to a name, and that'll start my relationship there.
And usually they have some pretty, there's basic contracts to use. There may be even a title. They may even have a good attorney that they could recommend that's done a ton of those type of deals, that maybe you pay him a couple $100 for the title work or for the contracts, and make sure it's done the way that the title company likes to do it. Because I have contracts I use in all states, but I still recommend everyone still going through their attorney and their title company, make sure it's all okay with them.
Perfect. Great advice. Thanks so much.
Got it. Good job. Congratulations, by the way. That's great.
Congratulations.
That's exciting.
Yeah, keep us posted, Tracy.